What's going on, all my loyal Dragonites out there in the Dragon Den? King of Dragons 5000 is back with another action figure review. Today we'll be having a look at the Dragon Ball Super Superheroes Gamma 2. Getting Gamma 2 out of the box, I have to say, really good figure, but before we go on to that, let's run through his accessories. Gamma 2 comes with 4 different head options, as well as several sets of hands including a pair of fists, grip hands, flat hands, expressive hands, gesturing hands, as well as his 2 blasters. Also included are optional parts for the Ultimate Gohan figure. We have base form Gohan with his glasses, and then we also get his cape. Great accessories all around for Gamma 2, so with that out of the way, let's move on to his details. Getting up close and personal, Gamma 2 has some really nice details on his head sculpts. Unlike Gamma 1, Gamma 2 has a double crest on his head, and that is sculpted really nicely. His skin tone is done in this really nice deep shade of gray, and then we have a softer gray on his face and his ears. His outfit is the same yellow uniform as seen on Gamma 1, however he has a blue number 2 on his chest. Gray buttons going up and down his costume look really nice all the way up to his blue cape. We have a softer rubbery plastic up on his shoulders, and then we go on to a rigid, stiff plastic for the base of his cape. Once again, I'm not a fan of this solid plastic cape. Fabric would go a long way. His uniform is very consistent. I love the shade of yellow that they have on him. On his left arm, we have the red ribbon logo on his shoulder, and on the right arm, we don't have any design on it. On the cuff of his sleeves, we do have those gray buttons which look good, and then he is wearing a pair of black gloves. He is wearing a black belt with a silver belt buckle with an upside down L on it. On the right side of his belt, we do have his blaster, which is holstered nicely. If you don't want his blaster at his side, you can remove it from its holster. Down at his waist, his shirt does come down, covering most of his lower torso, but it is done in a softer plastic so it gets out of the way. Continuing down his uniform, he is wearing a pair of yellow pants, which are puffy at the thighs, going down to his boots tucked in nicely. He is wearing a pair of glossy black boots, and those have some good details, some line work at the top of his ankle going all the way down to his heeled boots. His soles are done in a matte finish, so it does contrast the boots really nicely. Gamma 2 is a great looking figure, and I love what he brings to the table, but let's actually get him compared to the usual suspects. Here we have Gamma 2 posed next to the Marvel Legends Cyclops and the DC Multiverse Superman, Mattel's WWE Elite Scale Series, and Mezco's 1/12 Collective Popeye the Sailor Man, Lightning Collection's White Ranger, and the Star Wars Black Series Mandalorian. And finally we have Gamma 2 posed next to Gamma 1 and Ultimate Gohan. So with the comparisons out of the way, let's run through his articulation. Gamma 2 has a ball joint in the head and in the neck. Butterfly hinges move forward and back on his shoulders. Ball hinge arms going out to the side and do a full 360. He has a bicep swivel and double jointed elbows. He has a ball hinge in the wrist, ball hinge upper torso, and ball jointed lower torso. Legs do kick forward, back, out to the side, and we have thigh swivel. He has a double hinge in the knee, double ball joint in his ankle, and then we have a toe hinge. Finally, we do have a swivel hinge in his cape. Overall, he articulates very well, so with his details, accessories, comparisons, and articulation out of the way, let's move on to my final thoughts on Gamma 2. Gamma 2 is a really fun figure, and I like everything that Bandai did with this figure, with the exception of his cape. As you guys might have already expected, Gamma 2 is sharing a lot of the same parts that we saw with Gamma 1. The main difference being his head sculpt and the shape of his cape is different. Other than that, he's virtually the same figure that we saw with Gamma 1. Just like with Gamma 1, Gamma 2 comes with alternate parts for the Ultimate Gohan figure. We have base form Nerd Gohan, which looks good, as well as his Namekian cape. Though not my favorite look for Gohan, I am happy that they did include alternate parts for Ultimate Gohan. Gamma 2 here is done spectacular, and like I said, the main flaw that I see with this figure is his solid, rigid cape. A softer plastic or even fabric would have been much better than the rigid cape that we got with this figure. However, you can still pose him in dynamic poses with this cape, so it's not all bad. Gamma 2 was a fun character to see in the movie, and he is just as much fun in figure form. The main drawback to this figure is that he was a premium Bandai exclusive, so if you were unable to get him from premium Bandai, you did unfortunately miss out on this figure. You can still find him on sites like eBay for a markup, and these exclusive figures are going for about double what you would get them on premium Bandai. If you're a fan of Gamma 2 like I am, this is one figure that I strongly recommend you add into your Dragon Ball Super Superheroes collection. So with that being said, my loyal Dragonites, hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. Go ahead and check out all my other action figure reviews, unboxings, and other videos, and all my Dragon Ball videos. As always, if there's a figure you want to see me review, let me know down in the comments, and if it fits in my collection, I'll gladly have a look at it. While you're at it, check out my Instagram account for new and exciting action figure photos, videos, and other goodies, and ring that bell to be notified anytime I upload a video. And as always, coming from the Dragon Den, I'm KingofDragons 5000. Be safe, take care, and I'll see you guys next time.